Good morning and welcome to day one of my birthday road trip. What we have planned this week is a plan that kind of came to fruition by my cousins and my aunt when we realized that there's 4 of us, 2 aunts, a cousin, and myself that have birthdays in September. And so we decided that why not make kind of like a girls trip birthday celebration. So we're gonna go ahead and meet my family members, so my aunts and my cousins, over at Napa, California, where we're gonna go ahead and explore the different wineries in the area. But on the way there, I was able to convince my parents to road trip down to Napa instead of fly there, so then we can stop at 4 national parks along the way. Day 1 is today. We're going to be going over to Crater Lake National Park. Word on the street is that it's going to be very, very rainy and very foggy, so it's very unlikely that we'll be able to see the lake today, but you know, we're still gonna drive over there, see what there is to see, get our stamps, cross it off the list regardless, and then we're gonna go to Redwoods National Park and Lassen Volcanic tomorrow. And then on Thursday and Friday morning, we're gonna be in Yosemite, which is probably my favorite national park, I think, in the trip. And then on Friday and Saturday, we'll be in Napa. So what I'm planning on doing for this weekly trip is that part 1 is going to be our journey from Washington down to California, so all the national parks. And then part 2 is actually going to be the weekend trip to Napa. I'm really excited that I'll be able to provide another 2-part vlog for you guys, similar to the Hawaii one, but I cannot explain to you how excited I am. I could not think of a better way to be spending my birthday week. So without further ado, let's go. Whenever you go on a road trip, it's always essential to make a stop at In-N-Out Burger. My family and I just got back at the hotel. We are staying at Grants Pass, Oregon. We made a stop across the street to In-N-Out Burger for dinner, and we're just gonna kind of retire early tonight because we have a lot of driving planned for tomorrow. Also wanted to quickly update, as you saw in the previous video clips, we were unable to see Crater Lake. It was way too foggy and way too rainy, which is kind of a bummer, but for now we're just gonna kind of take it easy and relax and get ready for the rest of the road trip tomorrow. It is officially day 2 on our road trip. We are on our way to the Redwoods National Park. It to the Redwoods National Park Visitor Center. We went ahead and got our stamp, our stickers, and my postcards, and now we're getting ready to get back in the car to head towards our second destination today, which is Lassen Volcanic National Park. I wish the weather was a little bit better at Redwoods, or else we would have done a hike over to Fern Canyon, which I heard is amazing. We were gonna do that, but it is very rainy today. We brought some Washington weather over to California apparently, but it's no big deal. I think the sun is actually trying to come out, trying to peek through the clouds. Regardless, we don't have that much time at Redwoods anyways, because we were gonna go ahead and drive over to Lassen before the visitor center closed. So we're gonna go ahead and try and do that. But what's cool is that the whole drive here, we're pretty much on 101 a lot of the time. Highway 101 is really scenic, and so just the whole drive itself is just beautiful. So we are gonna stop along the way here and there. Regardless, this drive is just stunning. So next stop, Lassen Volcanic National Park. to Lassen Volcanic National Park, and the good news is it's not raining, it's actually hailing, and so we're not gonna hike. We're gonna take a hard pass on that, but we're gonna drive through the park and see if we can see a couple of the scenic spots, but it's literally hailing, so we're gonna stay in the car as much as possible. Okay, so my parents and I just got back to our hotel. As you can see from the previous clips, it was snowing quite a bit over at Lassen Volcanic National Park. Weather has just been crazy as we've been driving down to Central California, so there's that. I definitely didn't expect snow when we decided to go to California, but I'm not gonna complain about it because I love snow and I thought I kind of gave it that magical element to it. I did learn at the visitor center that winter comes early and stays late at Lassen Volcanic National Park, so it only makes sense that it'd be snowing in September. Something that didn't even like cross my mind, to be honest. But again, not going to complain about it because I think it was so fun and it was probably the highlight of my trip so far. Tonight, we went ahead and drove over to Sacramento, which is where we'll be staying overnight. And then tomorrow morning, we're waking up super bright and early to drive over a 4-hour drive to Yosemite National Park, which is the like main event of the road trip element. Like Napa obviously is the main event of the trip in general, but again, that will probably be in my part 2 vlog. So the main event of part 1 will be Yosemite. I'm super stoked. We have all day tomorrow to kind of enjoy Yosemite. I'm actually going to be meeting up with my good friend and also Lucas's cousin, Megan. She's going to go ahead and meet me over at Yosemite National Park after I tour my parents around, and I think we're gonna hike Vernal Falls. We're just gonna kind of play it by ear and see how we feel tomorrow, but we're gonna go ahead and do that hike. And then on Friday morning, I think I'm gonna try and take my parents over to Glacier Point. We have to head over to Napa by Friday late morning. Super excited for all the events that we have planned, and I'm super excited to bring you guys along. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. It is day 3 of our road trip adventure. Today we're in Yosemite. We have El Capitan making an appearance behind me, but we just got here. It's 9 a.m. and so we're gonna go ahead and explore the park, and then later this afternoon we're gonna go ahead and meet up with Megan to hike Vernal Falls and possibly Nevada Falls as well. But for now, we're just gonna take in the views and enjoy our day. Did a little small hike, if you will, a 0.3 mile hike to the El Capitan viewpoint from the Valley Loop Trail, I believe it's called. And then we stopped at this pullout where there's like 5 people who have binoculars and they're watching rock climbers. It was the coolest thing. So my dad and I are gonna become professional rock climbers, right?
Yeah, right.
We just saw tunnel view and it was freaking cool. I'm glad that we got to see it today because when Lucas and Megan and I were here last May, the road was closed because the roads were flooded. We got to see it and got our pictures. So now we're gonna head towards the visitor center, maybe stop over at a couple other pullouts, but We'll see. Look who's here! I found a wild Megan. So we're gonna go ahead and hike Vernal Falls, and I don't believe we have time to do Nevada Falls. So like another extra, I don't know. We'll see. Stay tuned. We'll find out if we do it. It is day 4 of our road trip adventure. It is our last day in Yosemite, and this will be the last morning that I cover for this vlog, part 1. So Megan and I hiked up to Vernal Fall and then headed back down, and then we went ahead and went to Tunnel View to check out the sunset, and then I just kind of completely forgot to vlog. But then we just had pizza for dinner, and now we are on our way to Glacier Point. It's a viewpoint that's kind of above the park, so we're gonna go ahead and see the view before we head over to Napa.